And welcome everyone to a Scouts for Entertainment 5v3 at Mirlond. Today's replay comes from Mac in the Wild. Now, if you'd like to send me through other Reforged replays like this, or other Total War replays, especially in trying to get into Rome 2 and Warhammer 2, in case you guys can help me with that, that would be greatly appreciated. But also there's a PayPal option, subscribe to our Patreon, or stream destination link, also in the description below if you'd like to support my work. But if those aren't options for you, then please remember to smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, tick that bell for notifications, and leave your own thoughts about this battle in the comment section below. And with that, let's jump into the replay. So, today's replay comes from Mac in the Wild, who's commanding the realm of Dorwinion. And we have some lumbermen here. We've also got some Nandor Glayguard. We've got about 3 units of Evelyn Infantry, and I think about 3 units of Evelyn Vinegard, maybe. 3 or 2. We have some Mulquindi Pikes, 2 units. We have some Mulquindi Glade Masters for sure. Well, yeah. We've got some Evelyn Marksmen, I think 2 units. Some Mulquindi Bows. Seldrin River Patrol, 2 units. Mulquindi Glade Masters there. Evelyn Hammerguard, more Mulquindi Bows. Got some hidden units there, I think. And that's all I can really see there within the blob. We'll come back to other units later. He's also got 1 unit at the north here, outside the city. It is Impending Glade Lords. And we move on to his ally. We have Gothmog, good old Goth. He's got his Commander Royal Numenor, sorry. And he's got some Numenorian Steel Bows here. We've got some Royal Legion of Manelos. We have Pharazim Swordmasters. We've got some Numenorian Cohort here. We've got some Numenorian Shield Guard, Belaga Pikemen. 2 more units, I think, of Cohort, maybe. We definitely got some Shield Guard in here. Possibly 2 more units there as well. We've got some Seafarers and Endemos, Naru and Naru Royal Guard. Naru and Naru Sentinels. More Numenorian Steel Bows. He might have some Adunium Shadow Bows, I don't know yet. And that's all I can really make out there. No, there's the Adunium Shadow Bows. Belaga Pikemen as well. And we'll just keep an eye out for other units, as always. And finally, the last defender is Dwarves of Edawar, commanded by Laland1230, a well-known player of Reforged. Like Gothmog, he's got some Axguard of Edawar, 2 units, make that 3 actually. We've got Airborne Legionnaires, 2 units. We've got Blacklock Engineers. We've got Ironfoot Spears, Ironfoot Halberds, maybe 2 units of them in fact. More Spears. Ironfoot Warriors, and Ironfoot Crossbows, Dragon Slayers of Ered Mithrin. Yeah, 2 units of crossbows total. Ironfoot Axos, maybe 2 units, yes. Some Sons of Durin, Obsidian Guard, and Airborne Legionnaires again. And we go to the first of 5 attackers today, which are actually just over here. This is highly unusual. Don't usually see this at all. We've got Mordor here inside the city already, commanded by Bloodbath McGrath. And he's got some Mias Morgul Chosen, some Temple Guard, great archer unit, AP, some Melkor's Chosen. Struggle to see how he can use them, but he might have the element of surprise here. Could be very effective, we'll find out soon enough. We have some Orc Fodder here, 2 units. We have some Sauron's Will, some Moranon Archers, Blackguard of Barad-dûr, I think maybe 2 units, but I only see 1 here at the moment. Yeah, we have some Olag High as well, Orc Javelins. We got some Adunium Shadowbows, Moranon Infantry. I don't know if he has Troll Drummers. He might have actually 2 units here of Olag High. It does look like 2 units. And that's all I can really tell. He might have Executioners, he might have Nazgul. Again, just speculating at this point. Next attacker, all the way over here, is Imladris. Dustin of the Seahawks will be pleased. We got Great Day Arthane here, Elder Envy Spearmen. I think we've got 3 units of them. I think? No, sorry, my bad. No, it's God, I can't tell. We've got 2 units there total. We've got Madras Sentries, we've got Elder Envy Swordmasters. More Madras Sentries. We've got Brunine River Wards here, 2 units. We've got Madras Guardians, 3 units, armoured up. And that's all I can see there. We definitely have some hidden archer units, and I don't know if he has any cavalry. We'll come back to them later. And next attacker is Cardalin, commanded by Dodge. So if you need Dodge, welcome to Reforged. He's got some Minhirith Archers here. Manatrum Gatekeepers, we've got 3 units of Menahirith Men at Arms, sorry. We've got Menahirith Sharpshooters, 2 units. I kind of half thought they were sharpshooters in the front. We got a catapult. We got Hearthguard of Amansul, Dunedain captains, I think 2 units of captains. Some Tharbad Warhammers and Wardens of Turn Gothard. Now I've seen Cullen itself, Cullen players bring a lot these days, 2 units of Dunedain captains. They're not cheap. Next we have Umbar, commanded by Kentuka the Easterling. Love saying Kentuka. We've got Corsair Infantry, some Belaga Footmen. He's also commanded realm of Umbar, if I didn't state that earlier. He's got some Adunium Shield Guard. We've got Corondas Legion, 2 units. We've got Adunium Shield Guard, 2 more units of a Corondas Legion, and Shield Guard on the end. So this is a pretty decent battle line here. He's got spears mixed in with infantry. If there was cavalry approaching them, this would be a pretty good line to defend it, because you just move the Shield Guard forward to just defend the troops. It's pretty good. Unfortunately, there's no cavalry, so it's still a good formation. Kentuka. We've got Belaga Pikemen here, Narrow Sentinels, and Belaga Pikemen. We've got Belaga Marksmen here. I think we've got 2 units of... Oh, yeah, 2 units of Marksmen and some Corsair Blackguard in the middle. We also have some Naru in our Royal Guard. And I think we can go over here. And the final attacker today is the son of the Dunedain. Well-known veteran of Reforged. He's been around for a while, guys, so he knows what he's doing. He's got some Mount Nura Coast. He's got some Goblin King's Bodyguard. Mount Nura Coast again. Drake Broodlings. He's got some Warg Skirmishers here, 2 units. I question that. I know I'm questioning my previous statement when I see this. But who knows, maybe I'll be dead wrong. We got some Heavy Goblin Archers. We got some Heavy Goblin Spears. Goblin Crossbows, 2 units, and Goblin Archers. And some Troll Drummers as well. Very, very important. Always remember to bring 1 unit of Troll Drummers when you have at least the Orcs in the Misty Mountains, or even Mordor, okay? You've got to make sure your troops stay in the fight as long as possible. You don't want them to abandon you at a crucial moment. But I think that's it, guys. I think we are good to go. So, we'll get this siege started. Enjoy. So, I'm obviously interested to see where Sun goes. I don't usually see any armies deploy in this position. Usually they're always up here to the north, or over here to the south. Why Sun deployed all the way over there, though, is a question that I'm asking myself. It looks like he's going to try and march all the way around the city there. He's going to head north, then turn east, then obviously end up around here somewhere. But he's got a long march ahead of him before he gets there. We just had a huge amount of troops there pop up out of the blue. Most of these troops we have seen already. But yeah, a lot of red just exploded onto my map. So obviously I'm curious to see what Mordor does here. Bloodbath is actually... Okay, there's a grace period here, guys. Because we got, obviously, Erebor heading into the city. Mordor's letting him go peacefully. And so we will do a small cut here, guys, and come back once the grace period appears to be over. Alright, guys, we're back. The grace period, in terms of the armies inside the city, doesn't appear to be over yet. They're not engaging each other. We have the Glade Lords approaching Mordor's troops. And also Latterus's. Bloodbath earlier wisely put his Melted Claws Chosen outside the city immediately when he noticed the Glade Lords. We appear to have our first engagement, but the Glade Lords pretty much ignored the Melted Claws Chosen and instead charging straight into the city. Okay, they just turned around for some reason. Thought he had a plan or some unit he wanted to take down, but apparently not. Now these are 2 heavy hitters here. Melkor's Chosen down to 23, Glade Lords down to 21. Remember, Melkor's Chosen did get off a small charge there on the Glade Lords. Okay, Melkor's down to 17. Melkor's down to 14 now. Glade Lords have the edge over them, it would seem. So yeah, they would favour an in-melee fight for longer. Not so the Melkor's Chosen. I'm surprised Bloodbath's sticking around. He appears to be losing this one. But maybe the trade-off is, oh, I'm damaging the Glade Lord, so when he does decide to charge into me later, his horses won't last too long. It could be the mentality. That'd be the only explanation to lead them in to try and fight to the death, really. Just try and damage them as much as possible before the last one falls. Yeah, what have we got here? Okay, so both Bloodbath and King Armor. Now, I don't think I actually said Armor was commanding in Latterus before, so apologies, Armor, if I didn't say that earlier. Whoops. Mac in the Wild's got some McQuinty Stalkers over here. Now, what do we got here? We've got some dead horses. Okay. So Kentucky's moving up these troops. Sun appears to have just... Huh. I'm wondering if the army's invisible while they march or something like that, you know? Oh no, they're here. They're coming. The shadow conceals them well. We've got Azog here. Really stands out though. You'd think the general would want to make himself a little less inconspicuous. But I guess he doesn't have a choice. He's a white wall. What can you do? Okay, Evelyn Marshall firing in here. I think it goes without stating that the grace period is well and truly over at this point. I think Mordor might be waiting for Sun of the Dunedain before he starts to head in, or when Sun gets closer. You know, I like the course of infantry for Umbar. They're a really good unit to have. They can do some damage to enemy troops, and they're an alright melee unit. Just don't expect the world of them. Use them to damage your opponent, but just don't rely too heavily on them. Good charge there from the Belaga Pikemen, just driving back the McQuindy Stalkers. Stalkers probably just run up to the ledge here, just to fire in at troops as they come over. I mean, they can probably just stay here on the ledge and fire directly into the Belaga Marksmen, or just stay there, up here. Just deploy here, and shoot straight into them. I mean, hell, we've got Evelyn Marksmen here. They could be lining up right here on the ledge, just to fire in. I mean, Kentuka has really bunched up his Belaga Marksmen here. Surely that'd be a good target to go after. I think he's firing at them now. Yeah, he's got to get closer. He's too far back. Most of the arrows there landed into the ledge. But it looks like he was going to go for him. Looks like Gladelords have charged in over here. They're down to 4 and broken. So the Melkor's Chosen did its work. Okay, so we've got Orc Fodder obviously set up first. Moron Archers, one of the best archer units Mordor has. Can fire in and do some good damage here to the defending troops. It's a little curious he's not firing in. I mean, Gothmog has really bunched up his forces, even in loose formation. The odds of a hit are extremely high. The troops aren't exactly spread out to the max. They're going after the Belaga Pikemen. I get the appeal because they are pikes after all, but hell, if they aim for just the middle rank here of Numenor Shield Guard, they get so many hits on the troops in front of them, and the Numenor Royal Guard behind them. I think the ideal unit to target is the centre Numenor Shield Guard unit here, if Mordor was going to shoot in at all. Belaga Pikeman, I think, is a poor choice. We've got Dunedain Shadowbows here. I think we've got maybe the McQuindy Stalkers targeting the Olag High. The Madaris Guardians charging in. Okay. Now, Shadowbow fire would be very handy here, I bet. They would get a lot of hits here. We've got sharpshooters, we've got archers, we've got infantry. All good targets here. Now, defenders want to be careful here. They don't want to be goated into firing all their ammunition just to hold back the first wave. This is the first wave, after all. The more deadly NAV troops are still yet to come. I mean, yes, the Madaris Guardians are here, but they're relatively protected. The archers can't really hit them. You just simply fire like one unit at a time. You know? Use one unit's ammunition, look for a good target. Just don't fire just for the sake of firing, you know. Pick your targets. It's important to always pick your targets and determine whether or not using your ammunition is worth taking out a low to mid-tier unit. So Minhir Lancers, sorry, firing into the Doom Shadowbows, probably just to drive them back. They are in tight formation. It does make it easier to hit them. The point I'm trying to make, I think, is the trade-off. The trade-off for using your ammunition is whether or not going to help you out in the long run. Use it too early, yeah, you'll win earlier on, but will it win you the battle? Will it win you the war? Try and keep an eye for what your opponent has. No, try to remember too what units each faction has, and just, well, by that I mean just focus on the ones that are more deadlier, like the Black Hawk Engineers, for instance. I suppose maybe the Naru Sentinels, all the Ranger units, all the units with body piercing arrow ability are pretty deadly. Sharpshooters, Roman Gatekeepers. And just think to yourself, should I save ammunition? Like, do these guys have those units? Can I see if they have those units? And should I save some ammunition in case they brought those units? We've got some Mirror steel bows here firing in. They're targeting Warg Riders. Good target. These guys are armor piercing, so they will take these guys down very, very quickly. Their armor piercing, maybe that's not the point I'm trying to make. They do have high damage, and the Worms don't really have a lot of armor at all, so maybe the armor piercing is kind of wasted upon them. Maybe it was worth using the No Royal Guard, for instance, to fire on those wards instead of the steel bows. So far this defense is holding pretty strong. The attackers are not getting through here anytime soon, but as I say that, they've left their right flank completely exposed. And here comes the Minhir Men at Arms. Got some shield guard moving in to plug the gap. Carlin's got to be careful here now. We've got the defenders closing in to plug this gap. He should have pulled these guys back. If he wasn't going to commit more men to this attack, he should have pulled them back. Now they're broken. Now they're gone. That's a unit of 81 men that he lost. We've got lumbermen here. We've got some Belgian marksmen from Katuka. The attackers are already over here, so the defenders have seceded a lot of good ground already. These marksmen have taken a lot of casualties. They're down to less than 50% strength. We've got pikes, we've got vanguard against, including the shield guard here and Belga footmen. And we also have lumbermen here to a degree, but yeah, these marksmen here are not going to last too long here. We've got Ever marksmen. They're firing at it down here. We got some No Royal Guard there. That was a good target to go after. We've also got some Corsair Blackguards there. Marksmen should probably save their ammunition until these guys get closer. They are bunched up. They are worth targeting. What's going on over here? Okay, they're targeting Belaga Piker. They might get one more shot off, but the angle isn't the best there. Okay, we got the marksmen. I think they're trying to go after the Corsair Blackguards. Let's have a look. No, they're idle. They still have ammunition. Both units. Okay, that unit does not. We've got enemy marksmen firing into the Mquindi bows. Mac and the Wild probably should pull them back. We've got Stalkers here. Targeting a Jimmy Shield Guard, always a good idea. They're a decent unit. We've got more on archers here. What are they firing at though? Okay, yeah, okay. It looks like Gothmark has sallied out a little bit too far there. He's really exposing himself to enemy archers. We also got Adunim Shadowbows here. Where's the Royal Guard? The Royal Guard is over there. The Royal Guard should immediately be brought here, right in front of us next to that tree, to provide supporting fire to try and drive back the Adunim Shadowbows and maybe the Moron archers. The defenders are really suffering a lot of damage here, a lot of casualties. Their entire front defense is exposed, and this is not good news for them. And not reacting to it, which is even worse. This is a great move here from Bloodbath. He's getting a lot of kills here. Where are the Union Shadowbows firing? I think they were firing a bit to the right before. Oh no. Very little friendly fire there. We might be getting some hits though on the Brunan River Warriors. Okay, got enemy catapult firing in. It is 12% to 19. Looks like someone with a unit on it has finally arrived at the back of the city. All his army. The last bits seem to be trickling in at the moment. Okay. Mac in the Wilds with Quiddy Bows here. Couple's trying to get some good hits on him. Okay, we've got Belaga Parkman in the ranks. The Quindy Parks need to go in. The Vanguard won't fare too well against them. Or the Vanguard, sorry. Pikes aren't really committed to the fight. They do appear to be fighting a little bit, but most of them aren't doing anything. We've got Warg skirmishers here, but they're not firing. But they do have javelins, it seems. They've also got their blades out. Well, they're not firing, so that tells me that they're out of ammunition. Marksman just there for reinforcements. I don't think the river patrol are really needed just yet. I don't know why he's sending them up. It's just lumbermen from Dodge. No, it's not Dodge, it's like Duke. I've been saying Dodge the whole time. Okay, the patrol's reloading, they're firing. Question is at what? I think Bloodbath is sending in both his Olog High units, so. Mac's probably got to be cautious here. Olog High almost through. Can easily break through the lines and probably go after the river patrol. Trolls are probably saying, yeah man, don't mess with your trolls. It is a fearful sight. They are crushing them. We've got Evelyn Hammerguard, probably should be sent in. I mean, we've got two old high units here, they've got to be dealt with. The Evelyn Hammerguard can stand up to them. They should be able to take them down. Most of the Olog High here are pretty bloodied up. Maybe Mac wants these units to try and handle it if they can, but you know, they got trolls in their lines. They're being attacked from the front. They're disrupting their formations. This isn't good. Mac needs to support this line now if he doesn't want it to collapse, because it's not going to last too long with all these trolls there. I think he needs a hammer guard at least, but he's not sending it. Instead, we've got Impending pikes and Ironfoot halberds. That will probably be enough to stabilise the lines. And Bloodbath is pulling out, I think, he's up like high. He knows that if he leaves him in there, he's going to lose it. But Mac isn't sending up his pikes. Narlan appears to be sending up his halberds. They've got to hurry up and get in there. We've got Corsair Blackguards firing in. Impending bows trying to pin them down and drive them back. A lot of them have already died here. We've got what's up the sharpshooters here as well. Alright. 28 to 30. Yeah, Bloodbath is getting an insane amount of damage here. We've got Eldon the Archers 2 firing in. God Helm and you are. The defenders still are not putting any archer units over here to try to return fire. We've got Cohort here. We've got crossbows up here. We've got Adunium Shadowbows over here. But they're all firing into the blob. Might be helping the front lines a little bit, but a lot of their men are getting killed here by those archers. Rothmog is right now seeing his entire army shredded. The Adunium Shadowbows have got to be running out of ammunition. They probably have run out now. The Heavy Goblin Archers firing in. Where are they firing at? Let's have a look. Okay. We've got Royal Legion committed already. Ladris is one of the heavy hitters of the attackers here. They lose him. Could be a problem for them later. Okay, it looks like the Adunium Shadowbows are targeting the Ladris sentries. Not so much the other enemy archers. I'm not sure anyone cares too much about them. Yeah, a little bit of friendly fire there from the Goblin Archers. So we've got some Impending bows providing some support. It is probably desperately needed. Okay, looking at the map here, guys, I think we might just watch here for a couple of minutes. There's Bloodbath doing Shadowbows. He should be very proud of those Shadowbows. Caused the defenders a lot of grief. Just some kills, but in damage. A lot of these units here are really bloated up because of them. And the Mirlond Archers, and the other enemy Archers probably got some really decent shots in there too. Okay, that could be the Ladris General. But, unlike most factions, it's not a big loss here for Ladris. The Elves usually have one of the best morale in Reforged. It's really hard to break them. So, Gothmog is doing a really commendable job here. Despite everything that's happened, his forces are still holding their ground. He's also been backed up by a few of Mac's units and also Larland's troops. Let's see what else he's got left. I don't think it'd be too much. We've got some Seafarers in the Moss here, some Moonrain cohort. More Seafarers with javelins, that's important to note. We'll need those for sure. He's got some Aduni Shadowbows up here. And that appears to be, I think, it for him. I don't know if he has anything else. So those Shadowbows have got to be out. Yep, they're out. They've been firing forever. Okay, we've got Thobad Warhammers here from Doog. Or Dog. I don't know how you say that. Apologies, Dog. Doogie. Maybe Doog. Maybe Doggy. Doggy. I'll go with Doggy. I just think I have to go with Doggy. Sharpshooters here. Mac is getting hammered here. I mean, this might be an intimidating sight, but it's open season for the sharpshooters of Doggy here. Hopefully Mac realises this and get his troops moving. He's losing a lot of men here needlessly. And just look at the carnage. There's a lot of dead troops here on the line. Kindibos aren't returning fire. It is 41 to 45, guys. We're not even halfway. Bars advancing up the hill. Slowly but surely. We've got some Coronus Legion here. I think it's a fresh unit. And actually 2/3 strength, 66% give or take. Again, Mac is not noticing that his lines here is under threat, under fire. This is very weird. We've got God Helm here firing in now too. His troops are being exposed needlessly. They should be stationed right here or sent in, as I always say. Don't leave your troops exposed, you guys. Be aware of where they are. And also, when you leave them there, just take a quick look around, you know, see what angles they're exposed from. It's happened to me many times as well, you know. You put one unit in a certain area, you come back and you find that most of them are dead. And you think, what happened? I didn't get to use their ammunition. You'd be surprised how easy it is to forget where you leave your units after you place them somewhere. And you come back and you find you've lost most of them, if not all of them. Siren's Will here, front lines. Olag High trying to revitalise this attack, which has been pushed back considerably where it once was. That was promising. That was a good sound. Sentinel's down to 20, not broken. I think I might have some Orc Javelins firing, maybe. Oh, we've got Temple Guard firing into the narrow Sentinels. Decent target. Probably should move the cohort, I think, just over here to act as a meat shield. If he's going to leave him there, he might as well get some use out of him. We've got a lot of defending troops being shot at here. That's a nice blanket right there. 45 to 47 now. Okay, forces evenly matched. Okay, the attack here has died down. And I don't think Mac actually moved this line at all. I think the line has just moved up to them. I suppose what's good here is that most of the line appears to be intact for Mac, but again, it suffered a lot of casualties, a lot of damage here they didn't need to. And that's where that's my main grief about it is. That's where my main grief is with that. Whilst it's a promising attack, it does seem to be that might be running out of troops. We got some Royal Guard moving up, but they got ammunition, I think. Oh no, have they used up all their ammunition? Yeah, it appears they have. Well, actually, looks like some haven't. What's back here? Anything back here? No, nothing. Okay. I didn't see any Corsair crossbows yet, which is a little bit unusual. Okay, we've got men-at-arms back here. Snugger skirmishers, pretty valuable. We've got a lot of Orcs and Mist Mountain troops yet to be sent in. Also, we've got some Blackguard of Barad-dûr. Now, it's probably interesting that Bloodbath has actually saved these guys as long as he has. We've got Mere Smaller Chosen, very valuable to be used with the Blackguard, I suppose, later. Duno captains as well. So, I suppose Bloodbath is trying to determine the timing of when he should use the Blackguard and when they should try to push through. I mean, both sides have used up a lot of ammunition at this point. We know that the Dunian Shadowbows have used up all their ammunition. We've got Snugger skirmishers here. Getting some free shots here on the Naru Sentinels.
We're under attack.
It's a little bit weird that Bloodbath was sending these Sauron's Will and the Snugger skirmishers are getting such easy hits. Like, they're firing and the fans aren't giving two shits about it, so I'll probably just let the Snugger skirmishers go to work before I send in any troops. And Gothmog is wisely charging in. We've got axe throwers here that appear to have ammunition. I haven't really seen them used too much. We saw them throwing some axes before. Some Royal Legion down to about half strength. Okay, we've got Kintoka trying to press hard here on the flank and roll up Mac's forces. We do have some Dwarves there in his ranks, and we've got some Quiddy Bows moving in to reinforce their right flank and drive back the Dunium Shield Guard. Now the Dunium Shield Guard is outflanked. What have we got down there? Who's gone over the bridge? We've got some Naru Sentinels. They're a bit late to the party. Is it a Hammer Guard in there, or is that a commanding officer? Let's just have a quick look. Yeah, I think it's just a commanding officer. Hammer Guard's right here. Valley Guard's ready to go. We've got River Patrol with ammunition still. And crossbows. I haven't really seen Larlan use any crossbows yet. Now, I think if the Axe Throwers here were stationed, they could just fly directly into the Shield Guard and decimate them within minutes. Or, you know, we've got the Axe Guard right here, or even the crossbows. I mean, Larlan should just position some forces right here. You've got a direct line of sight. They can get some easy hits there, good kills, good damage. Or bring up the Axe Throwers a little bit and fire into the Bellic of the Marksman. Get the crossbows into them. Right now the defenders aren't... Well, we've got some Axe Throwers firing 1 or 2 shots in a minute or so. It's not very good, the rate. And the crossbows aren't even firing at all, so it appears to be hurting them a little bit. It's really letting Katuka get some easy hits that he probably wouldn't be able to do if Larlan was trying to go toe-to-toe with him. Larlan could easily drive him back. .52 to 57. So Doggy's troops broke there a little bit. God Helm's in the battle. We've got Kronos Legion, a fresh unit, full strength, coming in. Heavy Golden Crossbows, unit of 123, so that's a full unit there. I don't know if they used up any ammunition yet. Olog High, their unit's down to 8, they've only lost 2 trolls. Again, 53 to 57. Okay, I am impressed here. The Doom Shield Guard fended off Dorwinium before, or maybe the Mupindi bows pulled back. If they did, it might be so that the Axe Throwers have a better shot, I guess. But why aren't the crossbows firing? I mean, Kentucky can easily, restructure this formation so that they're lined up in a vertical fashion right here towards the Doom Shield Guard, so that most, if not all of them, can be firing into Kentucky's men. I mean, you got to position your troops true to give them the best chance to get a hit. I mean, you want two things. You want accuracy and a good rate of fire. And right now, it seems like Leyland has neither. Despite having pretty much a good opportunity to get into such a position, he's not taking it. And Mac appears to be going out of his way to give him that shot. Like those troops, those Mupindi bows here were here before, but he pulled them back deliberately to open it up for the Axe Throwers. But still, we only have about 10 or so firing at once. He could have all 80 probably firing if he just moved them into a better position. And Sentinels probably could be sent up here. I mean, they can definitely use Mac's men against him as cover. It looks like Lowland's falling back. It looks like everybody's falling back here, and they're going to give up this position. I don't think that's necessary. I don't think that's actually needed. Defending from two directions over here, it's not that difficult. I mean, this choke point is pretty small. But I suppose they're worried that the attackers would come all the way around here. It would take time. I don't know. It does seem like actually they're not going to fall back and defend this spot. It appears to be they're sending pretty much all the rest of their armies over here. I mean, look, Leyland has tons of troops here. I mean, he's not out of the count. Sorry, he's not out for the count. We got crossbows here. They have ammunition? No, it appears to be they've used it all up. Okay, that's why they're standing as a front guard. You got Axe Throwers here down to 51, so they've suffered a few casualties. We got Blackhawk Engineers, probably at the ideal spot actually. I probably want to move them a little bit closer to the ledge myself, just to make sure they're not shooting into the embankment here or the hill. This isn't a bad idea. I don't really see the defenders defend this spot of Mirlond ever. It's either over here or back over here. And they either fall back to the keep here or up the hill potentially. So it's good to see defenders defend new positions. But what the attackers should probably do here, as the defenders are making it available to them, is to send all their army over here to sort of crush the resistance here as quickly as possible, so that their allies don't lose as many troops, so they can save them for the final fight, you know? I mean, look, if the defenders are going to abandon this position, then the attackers should try to get over here and save as many of their own troops as they can. Otherwise, the defenders here will be able to get more kills, last longer, and that's not a good thing for the attackers. Well, it looks like we've got some enemy archers firing in on them too, and those archers should probably stop because they don't have a shot. They're shooting up over hill. They're lobbing their shots. I hate that. I hate to see archers do that, and I always hate it. And I always comment on it because it does enrage me a little bit to see that. So don't take it personally, guys. That's just my own gripe. I just have a beef against it.
Without their general, they may lose heart.
It only hurts the player that does it. The only archer units, as I always say, and I'll always say this too, is that the Watchers of the Golden Wood, the God Helm, Elders of the Elden King, and the Riders of the Golden Wood, those 4 units are the only units I think it's acceptable to see archers lob their shots into the enemy, because they hardly ever miss. Maybe the God Helm as well, so maybe that's fine. You know? If you're going to lob shots, make sure that you're doing it with units that can't miss, or rarely miss. At least that way, you'll get more kills, or more damage per your shot. It'll just help you in the long run. We've got snow trolls here. First time I've actually seen the snow trolls in action. Good for Doggy, he sent some troops around here. It's not many, but you know, some is better than none. Yeah. The Stalker's here. Not a good charge at all. Personally, I'd probably stay here, and once the enemy comes around, then charge down the slope, run back if you can, charge down, fall back over here, charge in. Just make sure you've got space to move, you know. He's funneling them through a choke point to charge into the enemy. He's getting some kills there, but not that many. Surprised Sun sent the trolls back. We've got pikes here coming in. Well, you shouldn't charge in at all then, yeah? Because if pikes are in play, you get out of there. Unless you want to die. Just don't mess around with the pikes. Okay, so Snow Trolls here gearing up. Attackers are pretty much just mopping up the last of the defenders here. There's some Pharaohs of Swordmasters down to 12. They're completely surrounded. They're taking down the Goblin Band. Near Small Chosen. I think they're in shield wall formation based on the look of them. Goblin King's bodyguard moving in. These guys will collapse any second. Alright, so Snow Trolls charging into the line by themselves. Drake Broodlings down to 3. It's a shame we didn't see them in action. Where were they? Have they been around here at all? I don't know. Bear with me for a second, we'll just go for a brief exploration around Mirlond to see if we can find most of their bodies. Those are wargs. No, I don't see them. No, the Glade Lords didn't kill them. Again, we see more wargs. I'm actually a bit of a loss. Maybe the Drake Buildings did die over there and just buried under the blanket of bodies. Okay, Kentuka coming over here. Alright, so this is pretty interesting. We got the defenders choosing to use this spot as their last stand. It's an original idea for me. I haven't seen any players or any teams do this in the past. I guess we'll find out soon enough if it's an effective spot or not. If it was a good decision. Stalkers charging in. Heavy Goblin crossbows. Possibly targeting the halberds. Well, probably shouldn't be putting his troops into that position. We've got Heavy Goblin crossbows, as he knows already, in the background there. And then we've got the Mere Small Chosen standing back for a reason. They're not charging in. In fact, they're clearing the way here for the crossbows, probably. And we got Larland wisely pulling his troops back. We've got Minotaur and Gatekeepers firing in as well. Okay, Mere Small Chosen charging in. Strange they decided to charge in. Now, where's the Blacklock Engineers? We got crossbows here. We got shadowbows out of ammunition. I don't know where the Blacklocks are. Where are the Blacklocks? Okay, they're up here. Strange spot for them. But we've got Mere Small Chosen here, dead to rights. It's probably worth firing off a volley. We could take down most of the unit. They're pretty bunched up. Unsure about the accuracy though. The sledge might get in their way a little bit. They're not firing, so obviously they think they got bigger fish to fry. I think I said fresh. I like high down to 1. Pretty much a full unit there. Blacklocks are acting as a nice deterrent. It's probably one of the only reasons the attackers aren't just charging all in. But they're also assuming the Blacklocks can get a good shot off from where they are down there. They might not be able to. Have a look on the crossbows. They're exhausted. Yeah, it's easy for the Goblin crossbows to get exhausted these days. And they're wavering. We've got some axe throwers too firing in. It looks like the attackers are approaching on this side as well. Here they come. Thieves of Tharabad. Reloading. They're going to throw their daggers. Let's watch.
We're under attack!
Down 95, okay. Looks like they still have ammunition. We're down to 95 and formerly a unit of 108, maybe. So losing 13 men there. Well, it's not the end of the world. Using the hill here to shoot into the enemy would benefit this side greatly. This side will be a bit harder to defend. There's not as many hills here. I suppose there's a slight elevation here that the Selden River Patrol could possibly exploit, but in terms of using the high ground to their advantage, there isn't much of it. So it'd be much harder for their missile units to defend this side than the other side. So I probably want to send more troops to the other side to attack, to try and break through. Blacklock Engineers at the ready, but not firing in just yet. Flags are being moved. Defenders want to be a bit careful here. Their left flank is exposed to a degree. The attackers could try and push through. They're already trying to do it here with the Heavy Goblin Archers. In fact, maybe this is a test to see whether they can do it. But the pathfinding will allow them to do it. If they can get through, I think we'll see reinforcements come up soon to try and plunge through. wheel around and just try to fold up the attack and advance forward. Okay, got the River Patrol firing in. Into the Tharbad Warhammer is a good target for them. One of the best targets for them to attack. It would take a lot of javelins to kill them. The max goal mainly is to just damage them. Weaken them so that his own troops can deal with them. Tharbad though still at 30. Infantry down 72. Kronos Legion here, a fairly depleted unit, 22. Same goes for the pikemen here. They're also heavily depleted. We've got a lot of depleted units being sent in first. Makes sense. And we've got the units either full strength or above 50% strength being kept in reserve at this stage. Still some good troops over here, but I think the attackers need to send more reinforcements on that side, as I said before. Now, Blackhawks, are they out of ammunition? Did they fire already? They must have. They got their hammers out. No, we missed it. Oh, good shot. Looks like I got maybe a few Dragon Slayers. Dragon Slayers are down to 22 here. We got Goblin Crossbows. The attackers have, again, wielded their attack and opened up an angle here for their crossbows to fire into the defenders. Right now, Sun, it's open season here for Sun. He's taking full advantage of it. And the good thing about this formation is that we've got crossbows on this side as well, so whatever target the Glade Guard try to go after, crossbows can shoot at them from either side still. Now, what I suppose some of the Glade Guard have going for them is they can use the catapult as a shield for some of them, not all of them. Most of the unit is still exposed there to those crossbows back there. And the Glade Guard, thankfully for Darwinian, has good morale. They're not easy to break. But don't know captains here, pretty much a full unit in play. And they're wavering. If he breaks them, I don't think they'll be coming back to the battle.
We're under attack.
Slango Skirmishers here. Okay, there goes Bloodbath General. And we've got Blackback Mountain Berserkers in the fight. I didn't see them before. Goblin King's Bodyguard is not here though. Now, you've got to love the Blackback Berserkers. They are a really, really good unit to have in your army. They're one of the few units in the Goblin Orc factions to really stand up to the wars. We've got Mountain River Coast here, pretty much a full unit coming in. There's not too many troops over here defending. Mirlond is defending this side with the bare minimum, and he still has reinforcements in play that he can send. He's got Obsidian Guard and Sons of Durin. It is 86 now to 78. Not looking too good here for the defenders. Max bringing out the big guns though. He's standing in the Hammer Guard. Tharbad Warhammers, where are they at? They're down to 5 or 11. 5 or 11. 11. Again, I question this, guys. You shouldn't do this. Either send them in or don't. Just don't leave them standing behind in an exposed way, in case the enemy has any javelins or crossbows or missiles that can fire into them. What we got? What's being sent up? Oh, we've got some Axe Cutter Airborne now too. Okay. Now, good here for Doggy. I mean, he got his unit captains behind the wars were here, and together with the Black Bay Mountain Berserkers, crushed them. Wiped them out.
Only half the enemy force remains. Only half our force remains.
It is 88 to 80. We got Manager and Gatekeepers here, 48, with ammunition still. Who's over here? We've got Goblin Crossbows, 120 of them. Again with ammunition. Catapult crew probably should be sent in. They can't do anything really. Anyway. Got about 13,000 frames left, give or take. You got Lylan pulling back his troops. The main reason for that is that they're exposed to the crossbows. He's got troops that are going to get shot at here. Axe throwers. I mean, you might want to send the axe throwers against the crossbows firing into you. The axe throwers are providing a decent shield here for the Sons of Durin, but there's only 8 of them left, and they're falling fast. After that, the Sons of Durin are pretty much exposed now already. And that's not a unit Lylan loses so easily. I was going to say, Alarm Polish should just sally out here. I mean, what's here? We've got some Golden King's Bodyguard, Mount Eric Host. If he gets into the attackers' faces here, you can stop them from using their crossbows. The axe throwers here looks like they used up all their ammunition. What's these guys' plans? Wrong unit, Mac. This unit has ammunition, this one doesn't. I think it's an easy choice which unit to go after. Now we've got Doggy here trying to break the Evelyn infantry. This is where the dwarves need to step up. They've got to make sure that the gatekeepers don't outflank the Evelyn infantry. Got a full unit there of Axecutter Airball. 90 to 83. Down goes the blade. He's finished. It's a tough one, but it does have a lot of troops here. Got a lot of elite defenders here. But we've got some Evelyn Hammerguard here outflanking the Akarnos Legion and Nara Sentinels that could turn the tide in their favour. We also have some Aquindi Glade Masters here. First time we've seen them in action, I think. But if we've got the defenders moving forward, cutting down the defenders a little bit, so cutting down the attackers. It's looking a bit favourable here for the defenders on this side. Perth got Alan Sul. They're out of ammunition. Probably should be sent into the fight. The thieves don't have any shot. Empire's trying to press hard here, but the defenders are standing up to it. They're not going anywhere. Okay, we've got a bit of a sally out here from the defenders. But the Goblin King's bodyguard here being outflanked, attacked from every direction. Mariner Coast down to 139. Looks like Azog's in this unit. Snaga Skirmish is down to 95. But they're out of javelins. But no Royal Guard here. Sons of Durin need to get into their ranks. (94 to 86). Good fire there from the Royal Guard. Probably keeping them in this fight. Laland's got to press hard here. I mean, they're right there. He's got to get his Sons of Durin into them right now.
Our army is tiring.
Okay, we've got the Royal Guard here. Hey, we've got Snago Skirmishers coming back. Looks like these guys have javelins. You see Laland deliberately do that. Just bring his walls around here to use the Royal Guard as cover. The elevation of the hill though doesn't seem to be helping them. Okay, he's deliberately moving deeper in here. He's trying his best to protect his walls.
Dead, slain by the enemy. We must help his men avenge him.
Okay, that could be the dwarves in general, or the Numenor in general. Royal Guard's been cut down here. Okay, that's not too good there for Sun. Could be looking at a mass chain round here if he's not careful. (96 to 89). These guys there need support. Sentinels left alive, 56. It's quite a bit. And that's Max General right there. Looks like they need help. They gotta send back some troops now to help them.
Good tidings. The enemy general lies dead.
Yeah, they killed the Umbad general. What's he doing over here? Yep, he was right there. Might have been in the Royal Guard unit, I'm not sure. Okay, Leyland's troops coming over trying to reinforce their allies. They're on their last legs over here. 97 to 91. We're seeing the dwarves appearing over the hill in the distance there. Probably times 2 speed, I think, guys, just because it's going to be a bit of a grind here. Here comes the dwarves. Now, what's Mac doing with the Glade Masters? He's pulled them out. Why do you do that? He's clear Leyland's sending in everything. Why is Mac pulling out one of his best units?
Behold how our cowardly foe runs. It's time to press the attack.
98 to 93. We'll go times 6, I think. Just because there's 5,000 frames to go. Hearthguard still appears to be almost sent in. We've got some Sons of Durin here. Where is Mac going with his Glade mode? Okay, he's finally sent them back into the fight. They should never have left. I'm not sure why they did.
The course of battle, for defeat seems almost certain.
It is 98 to 97. Oh, this is swinging the defenders' way. Remember, we've still got Thieves of Tharbad, I think, behind them. And they might have some ammunition left, I'm not sure. Someone's firing in. Yep, Thieves of Tharbad firing in.
Something changes in the course of battle, for defeat seems almost certain.
Oh, Axgov Erebor bailed on him. Wow. '99 to 98. Oh, that's it. Wow. What a surprising twist.
Our enemies have snatched victory from us like thieves in the night. They will not be so lucky next time.
So, what an awesome and very fortunate victory there for Son of the Dunedain on 1208, Doggy on 791, Kentuka the Easterling 1133, Babat McGrath 864, and King Amar 802. Good kill counts, guys. Very lucky at the end. Well done to Doogie there for providing the decisive factor, which was the Thieves of Tharbad using those daggers there, breaking the axe guard of Erebor. Really saved their bacon at the end. Mac in the Wild 1663, they'll land 1230 on 2012. Gothmog 2206. And looking at the kill count here for Mac. His Glade Masters 106, Stalkers 222, The Stalkers did very well. River Patrol 86 and 130. Walkwindi Bows 197 and 140. Evelyn Marksman here 85, 98 and 109. Evelyn Vanguard 41, 54, 108. And the rest did average to excellent, I'd say. Alrighty, so unlucky there to Mac in the Wild and Gothmog there, and especially to Lowen with his Axe Scatter Airball breaking on him. Play was looking very good there until that happened. Now, Bloodbath, decisive factors I think there were Bloodbath getting some great shots with his Adunium Shadowbows there on Gothmog's forces. Gothmog really exposed himself there, and the defenders didn't really station any archers on site to shoot back at the Moron archers or the Elder Enemy archers, and the Shadowbows especially as well. There was no one returning fire on them to try and do damage to them, drive them back, and diminish their numbers. And those were, I think, some critical points there that damaged and killed a lot of defending troops. They probably just lost in the battle there at the end, if I had to be honest. But still, a great defense, great victory. It's always an awesome victory when you're on the winning side, obviously. But again, thank you to Mac for sending in the replay. This is Scoutsman Entertainment signing off. Catch you guys in the next one.